return. We are back. The Shady Bunch, the iconic four. My loves. I'm RJ. You already know who it is.
I'm JP.
What's your name, B.O.B.? So they calling you Bob? What's up, y'all? It's Kiara, K-Status in the motherfucking building. You know, new hairdo. What's good?
Mm-hmm. Of course, it's Ernest, the Ernest Truth. And what's the truth tonight? Salt Lake City. That's what it is. Snowflakes.
We're talking everything snowflakes. I'm not gonna go through each episode. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna work. So let's start. It's gonna start with.
Hold on, Kiara got a question.
Are we talking about snowflakes or crackheads? Because I'm confused.
Oh, crackhead.
Who the crackhead?
We'll drop the receipt. We'll drop the receipt later.
No.
In a second, we'll have the receipt.
Okay. Where we gonna start, RJ? What we starting with?
So where we starting right now is, let's just start from the tipping point of all the drama. I would say let's talk about Mary Cosby.
We just jumping right in.
We're going right in. Let's go into Mary Cosby. I feel like she had a rough season, in one way, shape, or form. I just feel like she had a rough season. So let's start with the beef with Whitney. I think it was like at her little pasta party. And they got into it really, really bad. And Mary called her a little girl. So how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about Whitney and Mary's relationship falling apart?
I feel like it was bound to happen.
Yeah, here.
I feel like it was bound to happen. It was, honestly, it was about time, in my opinion. I'm just gonna put that word out there. It was about to happen.
So you didn't think they were gonna last being friends?
No, not at all.
Ask you why?
Honestly, towards the end, I felt like everything was just clashing. Everything was clashing. Everything wasn't working how it was supposed to work. Everything wasn't going how it was supposed to go. And I felt like they just, took completely different turns. And then it just, grew apart.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is not an interview, but I got another question. Kiara, do you think Whitney had a little bit of, do you think she has a little bit of racist tendencies?
Absolutely.
A white woman.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, Josh, how do you feel about Mary and Whitney's relationship?
It honestly shocked me. I'm not gonna lie, because of like the reason for the falling out. Like I didn't expect. I get where Mary was coming from, but I didn't expect it to go so downhill over something like that so fast. But
yeah,
it's like I can't put all the blame on Whitney, but I'm not gonna say that she's the only person that played like a part in it.
Okay, so pause on that, and then I'm gonna let you. So when he's talking about y'all, the reason that they fell out essentially is because Whitney didn't answer a phone call. Mary was trying to invite her to an event, and Whitney has been doing that. She hasn't been answering Mary phone calls. When Mary texts her, she doesn't text her back. So this particular time, she was sending her an invitation for the luncheon. Whitney didn't respond. She was doing carpool. I don't believe it. She was doing carpool and she couldn't answer the phone. So Mary sent her a fake invitation with a different dress code. And she thought Whitney was going to do it, but she didn't.
I do believe Whitney, but I do feel at the same time, I felt like she felt like, which is not, and I'm not saying it's okay, but I feel like she didn't feel like it was important enough to respond. And that probably is what set Mary off.
Thank you.
But I still didn't expect I didn't expect the falling out to happen so bad so fast.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would like lead up to it, but it just
I did.
It just took when it took a turn, it took a sharp turn.
I did.
Yeah. I felt like it was rushed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead, Ernie.
but when you're a bobblehead, you can't really process things fast.
Oh my god.
It's like,
Don't do that.
okay, go ahead, Ernest.
I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as I can because justice for Mary. I think Mary is just a star, and I just think she's that girl, and I just think they can't take it sometimes, you know. But in all seriousness, I did not expect the Whitney fallout. I expected more of a Heather and Mary fallout, but I wasn't expecting the Whitney one. It gave me, like Josh said, it gave me very much rushed. Like I know Mary gets mad very quickly, but I didn't think she was just gonna go so far as to just say, all right, I'm just done with Whitney. Now, I don't know how many times Whitney done flaked on the text and left on red. You know, that could be a factor, but I ain't gonna lie, part of me was like, really, Mary? So soon? Okay. But good to know. Mary was smart about it. I mean, it didn't seem like it fazed Whitney that much, so that's fine.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like Whitney she's the type of person that's gonna keep poking until they get a reaction. So I feel like at the table, Mary was trying to talk to Jen, have a one-on-one because they had beef in the past. But Whitney always has this thing where she feels like she has to interject, and she feels like she is the peacemaker in the group and getting everybody together.
She is not.
I'm kind of like Mary though. When I'm talking to a person, I need to talk to them. If you want to keep butting in, then we're gonna have a problem because now you're asking for it. You're asking for it. That's how I feel. I just feel like you're asking for it. If you keep interjecting, then you want smoke. So she invited her for smoke, and Mary just accepted it.
Yeah, for
I
a
have
little
to
smoke
agree with you
session.
on
When
that.
Mary reads,
It was like,
then they get upset. That's my thing. When she starts reading, then they get mad. But y'all want to keep poking and poking and poking. But then when I see that, then I'm the problem. I don't understand that.
yeah, I agree with that at the table. It's like if her and Jen are, good and they're able to communicate, why do you keep having to, oh, Mary, Jen said something so positive, like, girl, we heard it.
She ain't slow.
We got
like
it.
You.
We heard it.
She's not slow.
Relax.
She can process it. She doesn't have one ball rolling around. She can process information. So it's a give and take. She's hear her. Like she heard the apology. So what are you talking about? That's what I didn't understand. Ugh, God. Let's move on before I get mad. That's just gonna quit. So then let's talk about the rumors. So let's just get into the Mary rumors, and then after this we'll jump into the Jen Shah of it all. So let's just talk about the Mary rumors. I'm just gonna lay it out there. They're saying her church is a cult. They're saying the people think she's God. Bullshit. They're just saying a whole bunch of stuff about her church and questioning Cameron, bringing stuff to the table, saying she's a bad person. He mortgaged his house. How do y'all feel about all these rumors and allegations that Lisa, Heather, and Whitney are spreading around the group?
This is all I'm gonna say because I'm not gonna lie. From what they did show in the show of her church, when Shah went on, Jen Shah went, it really wasn't a good look. But they were praising her for Mother's Day, but it didn't. You know how they go. You know how they move, and you know why they added that in there to go along with their narrative.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, and this is just how I feel. All of them on that show claiming to be Mormon shouldn't talk about anybody's church or religion being a cult.
Thank you.
And that is all I have to say about that matter. You can't talk about nobody else's church or religion being a cult when you are a Mormon.
Thank you.
That's a fucking cult.
I feel that, let's say Mary, here's my thing. I'm an endgame type of person when it comes to like rumors or just beef and all that stuff. Let's say Mary did it. Let's say Mary is a cult leader and all this other XYZ. How does that affect Lisa? How does that affect Whitney? How does that affect Heather? What are we supposed to do with this information? It's like when Shade Room posts like random facts and we're just in the comments like, what do we do with this information? What are we supposed to do?
Absolutely nothing.
I don't know what you want me to do with this. I'm confusion. Help me understand.
Josh, you had a question?
Yeah, and my thing with that too is like the way they keep questioning about like her church and like kind of like where she gets her money from. But my thing is with them, half of them was saying in the first season that Mary's grandma had a whole bunch of businesses that she had left her behind, as well as that church. So it's like, why do y'all feel like she would
Mary's
have to
so lucrative.
manipulate one
Mary's
of her
Mary's
church
so
members
rich.
to
Mary's
give
so
her
rich.
money?
They was-
Mhm.
But my thing is, they know that y'all have said that out of y'all own mouth that y'all know where her money comes from. So why would you think that she would need to manipulate a church member
yeah.
and
It's
need him to
giving.
mortgage his house to give her money? That's
It's,
absurd.
That's
it's giving Mary's that girl, and I need a storyline because being cousins is just not working out. Being an actress is just failing.
my cousins.
And the only ones that was season 3, in my opinion, was Mary or Jen, and they couldn't fuck with Jen, so they went for Mary. Then when they couldn't fuck with Mary, they tried it with Meredith, and Meredith laid all their asses to rest. And it,
Oh, we'll get into Mary,
that's
Meredith clearing the girls as usual.
we're gonna get into them. I just, it just had to go once.
Here, how do you feel about the whole Mary rumors and all this stuff?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another case of hate on the black girl at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 white women coming for a black woman who's successful, has her own shit. I'm pretty sure, they had to do coke and had to fuck to get to where they at. Meanwhile, Mary actually worked for her shit. You know what I'm saying? They're jealous. They're hating on her. Even if she was doing a coke, no.
And
I
that
don't believe it.
leads us to receipt number 1. So I'm gonna
Period.
share my screen, you guys, so we can see.
Mary is that bitch,
Scared.
period.
So we can see this first receipt because
I'm scared of these damn receipts.
I just don't know if I'm ready.
Okay, let's get
Ooh.
all right. So this is what should have been talked about. So Whitney Rose's husband, Justin, has recently lost his job. Apparently, from the article, realityblurb.com, y'all can go search it right now. This blogger or whoever wrote the article posted that he lost his job based on the little cringy sex scene they had on camera. Apparently, his bosses were not pleased with that. They thought it was very demeaning and just quite disgusting. And I think America could agree. So that was just some drama. Yeah, it was quite disgusting.
Was it on Pornhub?
Clearly not. I don't even think it made it to X videos.
Oh.
It's crazy. I remember that video in their trailer. I don't remember them actually showing it, but I remember they were actually like, I always forget Whitney's husband's name, but him naked. I'm like, Whitney, it's okay to admit that you're with him for money. You would be in good company.
Him with that pot belly and that cheap ass lingerie she had on. She should have hung it up in Sears where she found it.
Sears clothes.
Next topic.
My one thought, the only thing I'm gonna say about that is to quote Miss Leaks, you never can win when you play dirty, okay?
Period.
You want to play dirty, and look what happened. Now he's out of a job. Sis, what happened? What happened?
I thought something was going on like with a case or something.
I heard about that too.
Well,
I thought that's why he had.
Well, the case that you're referring to is
Is that separate from his job?
He was involved in a pyramid scheme with
shit.
The business that he's in. They take companies and make them large companies. So they buy small companies and make them big companies. But one of the companies that they invested in was a Ponzi scheme. But some people on the board knew about it. And was cashing out on this business. So at the reunion, when they brought it up, he can't really speak on it because it's still an ongoing case.
But they said his name was removed from it, though.
They said that, but I mean, we got to check the court documents.
The girls be quick to say the case
record, which is public record, and we'll pull those receipts later. But, anyways, so let's just move it along. So let's just should we say Jen for last?
Jen or wait, you said Jen?
We're not
Jen or Jenny.
We're not speaking on unidentified body. We're just not gonna.
Mm.
We're just not gonna speak.
So okay, we can save it for last. So
Yeah, we're gonna
okay,
say
who
and
won?
Shah for last because we would never speak on someone who is egregious and a blatant racist.
And still thinking she ain't did nothing
Provisionist
wrong, but we gonna go past
Exactly.
who
it.
likes to project her microaggressions onto other people.
One quick thing. We ain't speaking on her, but if we going into the next person, I feel like I know who it is. So if I can just get this one little comment out.
Okay.
I know we saw how Miss Baby Gorgeous tried to defend Jenny, saying, everybody deserves a second chance. Bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my
Please.
language.
And that's
But
how I know if she feel like she deserves a second chance.
She's
You already know what that means.
I could see if Jenny was actually, I said her name, but I could see if Miss Wynn was actually winning and, that actually wasn't true what she did. But seeing as it's very clear that that's her thoughts and how she felt and all that stuff, what second chance does she deserve, Miss Barlow?
Yeah, she's pure trash. Sorry.
I'm confused.
And it's not like she was bringing us into the show anyway, but whatever.
She really wasn't. Y'all.
So we are speaking on Jenny.
Well, I didn't want to get on her, but I felt like we was going into Lisa,
Okay,
so I wanted
to. Let's just get the bitch out of the way
then.
We already done cleared
the egregious bitch.
Let's just get this egregious racist hoe out the way. So it's really sad when people have to do the most for a story. Hold on, let me get the ring.
Oh, but to say not again.
I was gonna say
that.
When people have to do the most for a storyline because they need checks, and when they need checks because when they get fired, they result to this. You pimped your daughter.
Oh my Lord!
Get on Cameo. Look at it. Read it.
Is this the same daughter that was
your daughter to get on Cameo to get you some money because you got the boot?
Oh my God!
That's disgusting.
How
would you go? Leave the baby out of it. Leave the babies out of it.
You know what this remind me of? Y'all remember? I think it was her cousin or something. Didn't one of her family members come on and explain?
Yeah, TikTok, it's her niece.
Oh Lord!
And they said she would do anything to be on TV. That's what the girl said. And look, lo and behold, she pimping her daughter on Cameo. That don't make no damn. You can't say the little girl. You can't say the little girl got fans. She only been on the show 2 episodes. Girl, bye.
RJ, you better sage your house, child.
I don't even go at the kids, but this is sad. When I seen this earlier, I said, this is ridiculous. The kids. Damn. You gonna play with the kids, girl?
You know what?
I know she's fucking lying.
I'm gonna just say it like this because I don't need her coming into my good Wi-Fi. This is why her husband wants a sister wife. This is why her husband wants to have multiple wives. She's just stressful. That's all.
She's doing too much for very little.
And we're just gonna. I just want to say a prayer for Jenny.
Oh, I ain't saying no prayer.
So just bow your heads as we.
I'm not. I will not. I refuse.
I'll put my hand over.
Let me cut the light off for this one.
Yeah, cut the light off.
I will not talk to my God.
Dear Lord, we come to you today. Please bless Jenny and her family, child. She don't have no job. Her daughter
rebuke it.
Her
rebuke
husband is out here with sister wives.
RJ, what is this prayer? What is this prayer, RJ?
Rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Rebuke the racist demon in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Father, forgive RJ's spirit, please.
I just needed
that prayer
off her spirit. I've been waiting to give that to her.
And one more thing. Can we talk about how she admittedly broke one of his ribs?
Ooh, yes.
She's just a mess. She's just a mess.
It says she's from Long Beach.
Oh, she's from Long Beach, all right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, not Long Beach.
Girl, you can get washed. Jenny, you get washed.
Washed.
Child, when she threw that, the way she threw that glass, I said, okay, you.
And
I
her
feel
little
like
black
I feel like-
scent.
She knew that. She
I
knew
feel
that.
like-
She knew to throw that shit at the floor though.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
She knew.
Yeah, because I feel like if it would have hit Mary, I feel like Mary would have beat her ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She knew to throw that shit at the floor.
Yeah.
She will read you like the Bible, and she will beat your ass like the devil.
Period.
Girl, all you is a gums. Girl, get out my face.
Last note.
And it's like, for what? Like, she came at her from the beginning, and it's like, you kept just coming.
No.
Like,
But
relax.
you know what? But you know what? We'll get more on this certain person that I'm about to name, but that last the glass throwing scene, I see you, Miss Heather. I'm not letting you slide. I won't.
We said
We'll get on her.
when she was like, go get her.
Go get her.
But just antagonize.
Get your blockhead ass out the shadows and come to the light and say what your beef is and get you a storyline or get you a man. Housewives, ho.
Well, to pin the needle
This
on,
is my swamp.
to pin the nail in Jenny's coffin, I'm gonna just say it was just so funny to me to see her at the reunion talking about, oh yes, this is my first reunion and your last. Oh, I think
She
for
look
next
cute,
season
though.
there was
I don't
next
even think she get a coffin. She gets some wood and a piece of coloring book.
I would say
Ooh.
cremation. She deserves
Not
cremation.
Not cremation. What we gonna do? Kiara, where we gonna put the ashes?
In the trash.
In Long Beach.
Good night.
We can't put them in Long Beach, child.
Let's
That's
talk
gonna
about Lisa
taint the
Barlow.
water.
Let's talk about fake ass Lisa Barlow and Meredith.
Lisa Barho.
Let's talk about
Yes,
Let's talk
baby
about
gorgeous.
Long
She,
Let's talk about
she thinks she eating that, Lord. Okay,
let's talk about long hair.
it's the way she really thinks she ate this season. Lisa, you were just not that
Exactly, Kiara. Yawn.
Let's
She's been
Yawn.
born since
let's just
season
get to the
one.
big thing. Let's just get to
Yawn.
the big thing. When she called Meredith a trash whore, said she effed half of New York in the hot mic moment, which she thought was so iconic.
She really thought she ate. She did.
That was
Listen.
Can I go first?
It was trash.
Josh said, "Can I go?" Come on, Josh. What's
Go
going
ahead,
on?
Josh.
Yes, come
As
on, bring
far
it
as-
in, Josh.
As far as that comment
Let me do
goes
my
about
life for this
Meredith,
bitch.
as far as the comment about Meredith being a quote unquote whore, her and her husband have openly admitted that there have been times where they've been on and off, and at the
Mhm.
times that they were off, they both have dated other people. Now, whether they had sex with them or whatever,
Yeah.
who knows? But at the end of the day, they've admitted that they've, ventured elsewhere when they weren't together.
Absolutely.
But even then, even if Meredith was this piece of shit garbage whore who fucked half the Upper East Side, or if she fucked the whole Upper East Side, I just feel like if they're not together and she wants to do that, she can do that. If they have that understanding, if they have that agreement, which they had. But how are you calling anybody a whore when you have admittedly said on national TV that your husband was your sister's boyfriend first, your blood sister, but you calling somebody a whore?
Mm-hmm. Now that's horror.
It don't get no more whorish than that. Your blood sister. You really went and dated your blood
That's not even
sister's
oh, that's nasty as hell.
ex-boyfriend, married him, had kids with him, and you calling somebody a whore?
And had the audacity to come at Mary about her
Baby,
great
that's the
grandmother.
pot calling the kettle black if you ask me.
Fake ass.
Wait, what to say? Say it again.
That's the pot calling the kettle black, if anything. If Meredith's a whore, then that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Color me slut, and it is what it is.
Color me slut.
Kiara,
Yes, I would
Kiara,
not mess with myself. No.
See that you was friends with somebody for like 10 years, and it took one little thing like that for you to just go on the whole rant like that. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going. Everybody gets upset with their friends, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But even if I am venting about a situation to somebody else, I'm not finna call my friend out their name just because I'm upset about something. And I think a lot of people confuse that. Like, you venting about a situation where your friend I made you mad versus you talking shit about them is two totally different things.
They're totally different things. All right, Ernest.
And I don't care what nobody say. She could do all that. Oh, it was just a hot mic moment, girl. No, you knew what you were doing.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody's friend.
These girls kill me when they be talking about something. Oh, I didn't know my mic was on. Girl, it's a big mic. You can't miss it.
Exactly.
You know, there's a wire.
Super Bowl mic, girl. Bye.
There is a mic in your pocket,
She
and
wants to have like a it girl iconic villain moment so
really wants
bad,
to
and
be
it's
a
just
girl.
like,
It's
girl,
not
we see
working.
through you.
Girl, just be natural. That's all.
Ernest, how do you feel about Meredith and Lisa's relationship going astray?
With Meredith and Lisa, I just can't for the life of me because Josh, I don't know if you saw, but she said her reasoning is because she heard Meredith talk about her house. Okay.
Yeah, I saw.
That's no reason for you to call me a trash
that's your house is the trigger for all the Upper East Side. However she said it, like, girl, Lisa just tried to pull a moment. Once again, like I said before, when it came to Mary, she tried it with Mary, didn't work. She tried it with Jen, didn't work. She ain't gonna try it with the cousins for some reason. So let me go over here to Meredith because Jenny's my friend. So it's sad, like Josh said, to throw away, to throw away like a very long friendship. You know, we hate seeing those happen on reality TV, but I do think Meredith is set free. I think Meredith can find way better. And I think Meredith needs to just spread her wings, fly, and let Lisa just sit over there.
Or her feathers.
Stop it. Stop. Stop.
Little chicken feathers.
Here, I actually have a question for you.
Come on, question.
So, here, how did you feel when they were questioning Fiona? Fiona, Bobblehead, and Jenny. How did you feel about when they were just saying, like, basically Meredith was lying about the timeline of her father's memorial?
I mean, at the end of the day, it was a tricky situation that happened. But at the end of the day, rest in peace, to the dad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I felt like with them questioning them, it was the right thing to do because they were like really going in on Meredith, thinking that she was lying, saying that she was just being fraudulent about the whole situation, and having to lose a parent, that's sad right there. That's serious shit. So why would I lie about the passing of my father? You know what I'm saying? Like that's So honestly, the questions needed to be answered, but they wasn't given the right answers. I feel like they didn't care enough, and that was the issue.
And my thing is, it was Andy at the reunion asking her, "Why didn't you just say the time?" I don't have to explain nothing when it comes to my father. Like I don't have to. Mm-hmm. If I tell you my father passed, I'm with my family. That's it. I don't have to explain nothing.
The fact that it was even a topic is a little.
Yeah, like it's too soon.
It
was too soon.
Anybody being too soon. It's just like her father. Whether you thought it was this day or whether you thought it was that day, at the end of the day, the girl father is dead.
Dead.
And even then, the dates were they were only like a day apart anyway. The dates that they was confused about. So what does it make a difference? Regardless, she was there for his, whether it was Friday or Saturday, she was there for his memorial. So it's like, what difference does it make? Because she didn't want to ride down in a Sprinter van with y'all. Like I don't get it. Like they're weird.
And my thing, Heather was playing detective, trying to figure out who's lying, but then go tell Meredith, "Oh, I was just concerned." Well, let's talk about concern, because we're concerned about her too, because she's not the only person who has things out there. So let's go into exhibit C.
Oh,
I feel like I know this one.
We on Heather now?
Because we're not playing no games tonight. Because y'all thought you could play with that at the reunion, but let me tell y'all something. If Andy's not going to hold y'all to task, I'm going to hold you to task. This is ridiculous. Heather and Whitney, y'all started all this shit this season, and we're coming for you blockhead hoes. Let me tell you something.
Oh my.
Sit there.
Not me. I like bad weather.
You gonna sit there and call Whitney? You gonna sit there and say Mary is a predator? A predator. Do you know what a predator is? It's someone who preys on another person or object or being. That is so strategic and so lowbrow. You are a mother. A mother of not one, but two children. That's disgusting. for you to ever put that out there about someone. And Heather, for you to sit on after show and perpetuate lies about Mary, call her aggressive, call her a bully on national television is so strategic. And you just showed your white privilege right there. But we're about to show yours. So let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go. Heather Gay admitted to cops she took Adderall to say buzz for club while she was arrested for a DUI in 2012. And not only did she take Adderall, she snorted it. Let's talk about rumors now.
Oh.
You speak rumors, I speak truth. Let's go. Oh, perfect face.
That's my reaction.
So Heather, what was said?
It's Kiara's face for me.
And on that note, good night.
She turned the lights on. If I could just pin Heather in real quick, just my little 2 cents on Heather. In addition to what RJ said about, you didn't just go on Watch Happens Live and lie about Mary. Then you came to the reunion and all of a sudden became Mary's angel.
Angel,
I think Mary's
You was a cheerleader.
Mary
You
was
got so much respect for her. Like, no, stand on what you feel.
I think
Regardless
knew.
of what you feel, stand on what you feel.
I think
She
Mary
knew.
does read like the Bible. I think what she said about Lisa was right. Girl,
Because she knew her shit was gonna come out. That's why she had to double back right quick. She had to
save
double
it,
back
save
and
it,
protect
save
the
it.
Black woman. She had
And
to double back.
It's even deeper
And-
though. She knew she was getting chewed up by the
Mhm.
internet, the Black Twitter. She was getting chewed up on every platform. Even Whitney as well. That's why she was copping. I wish Mary was here so we could talk. Girl, you wanted to talk so you could cop a plea. Them girls were not gonna come at Mary. They were gonna sit and apologize. You already knew what it was.
I don't think they were. I think they would have came for her.
I don't think so.
And honestly, I think so. And honestly, I usually don't like when people don't show up to the reunions, but I really don't blame Mary.
I don't blame Mary.
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't.
either.
I will say this. I will come, like, if I was in her, I will come to defend the truth. I will, but I'm not about to sit up here for hours.
Yeah, if I was
a whole bunch of lies that these bitches made up. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
I get what you're saying. I would have probably, if it was me, I probably would have came, but I would have just said what I said and I would have left. I wouldn't stay the whole time.
I would have did a Tammy. Came, cleared, and left.
Left.
Do anybody
there's nothing left to discuss.
All right, I gotta go. Thank you. That's it. But I get why Mary didn't go. I'm not about to come and defend a whole bunch of lies. These girls made up lies about me. I'm not about to come for that. This is stupid. Give me my last check. I got to go.
And I'm sorry. I'm gonna just throw.
And they said her name, so they still got to give her a check. Thank you. Woo.
I'm gonna throw Whitney on the grill real quick. Because in addition to the whole like, oh, I didn't know, Whitney, you hate when we call you dumb. I refuse to believe that you went all season just to get to the reunion and say, oh, I wish she was here so we could have talked. Y'all couldn't have talked no other time before that. Even if Mary was not answering you, which I don't blame her for that, Mary, you could have texted her. You could have you weren't blocked. You could have tagged her in something. You could have texted her. You could have made it publicly known that you felt bad, but you waited till the reunion like most thirsty girls do. And then you wanted to say, oh, I wish we could talk. Yes, you wanted to have that conversation because it's a classic reunion move. I'm going to wait till the reunion.
Can I say something? Girl. It's the white supremacist in the comments for me saying, Whitney tried to talk to her. Whitney tried to.
Text her. She can't block her.
If I don't like you, if I see you at that luncheon, she saw Whitney. Whitney is going to do a storyline. Whitney's going to jump in anything to get her storyline. I see you. You're not my friend. Because in that moment, if she was Mary's friend, she would have been like, Jen, you really hurt Mary last season or last year. You need to fix, like, you're not my friend, bitch. You trying to come at me. She's nobody's friend. Whitney, bad weather.
And then as the season went on, when she did try to have conversations with Mary, girl, you was always drunk.
Always.
Yeah,
she's always.
And I don't mind nobody being drunk because I know I love me a good drink. But like,
period.
I can't have no
how you trying to?
With you.
Yeah, how you trying to have a conversation and you inebriated? Clearly
Mhm.
inebriated.
And even when she did try to have the combo, your concern was not Predator. It was everything else but Predator. So
Mhm.
what are we talking
My
about?
favorite
Like,
scene of the season is when Whitney was parading around the house. Mary, where are you? Why aren't you here for Meredith? And she said, "Don't, girl, don't come talking to me. No, I don't talk to you. I'm done with you and your cousin. I'm done with all of y'all." It's the truth. They pushed her to. They don't
But
understand.
my thing with
Her to
that
that point.
situation is, girl, who do you think you are? Like, what you think you about to do,
This ain't bad.
Exactly.
This
girl? If
ain't
you don't
bad
sit your
girls.
little ass down somewhere,
She watched the wrong show, and she
the
Period.
wrong
with them
show.
dirty ass feet.
oh, not dirty
Black
feet.
ass feet, girl. We seen the black ass feet with the mud marks on your, the skid marks on your knees, ho. Please,
I know the feet was dirty, Whitney. I'm
trash,
sorry. Oh,
ho,
Lord.
She was giving dirty foothold Masika.
And tell your cousin to get some new tracks because we saw him last episode.
We did.
Oh, we did.
When they was
We did.
sitting at the table, she's trying to read Mary, but girl, you see your
Yeah.
tracks. Girl, we see your tracks, girl. Bye.
Josh, I gotta go back. I got a screen recording.
You can't read me if I see your tracks. You can't. That's just unreadable. If I see your tracks, girl, no. That's like
Well, listen.
that's like OG trying to read with her wig slide back. Girl, you can't.
Don't do OG.
You can't read.
OG still clear.
I
OG
love.
still
She
kind of
still
clear.
cleared her. She still cleared her, but OG can't read.
Man, that wig was
You gotta
back
pull it up,
clear.
then read. Pull the wig up, then read. You can't read it with the wig on.
But
back.
you know what?
On back.
Sis saw herself and she got the wigs together, okay?
We not gonna spend too much on this. Let's end it all, y'all, because these hoes making my blood pressure rise. So let's end it
Well-
off. Let's talk about Jen. Okay, you want to add some more?
Well, I was gonna say, just to ease your pressure a little bit, can we because it's not much to talk about with Meredith, because Meredith is a queen, but can we just just take in how graciously she handled all of those girls this season? Because I was so proud of her.
Yeah, because if
Meredith
it was
said,
me,
Yeah, somebody would have got their ass.
When
well, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
when Whitney
they was
said, should I hire a private investigator? Meredith is a good one. Because I would have threw a glass
baby.
in his face.
Mm-hmm.
We got a drink in her damn.
They played in Meredith's face so much.
Mm-hmm.
She cleared though, but they played in her face too much. I would have mushed the shit out of Whitney.
I'm sorry. You gonna
I'm
say
not gonna lie.
I'm a private investigator to see about my dad?
And then that Lisa.
Oh, listen. Let me tell you how she ate Lisa.
Snatched
So you know
up
how-
at the reunion. Snatched.
Let me tell you how it's the way Meredith can switch from paying you dust to eating you up back to paying you dust. This girl went on Watch What Happens Live and said, when Andy asked Meredith, he was like, "So where do you think Lisa came up with all the sex rumors?" And she said it so graciously. She said, maybe she's just projecting. I fucking
And
died.
when he was like, "What do you think about her saying that your family poses?" Meredith said, "Well, her family does take a lot of different poses on those pictures on Instagram."
Oh,
So
Meredith
again,
being
Ooh.
projection. I'd be like, girl, Meredith.
It was the way she was like subtly clearing unidentified body next to her. Like, girl, be quiet. You was talking about me all and shut up.
And why was the unidentified body at the end of the couch? Because what did you give?
She didn't
I
give
ain't gonna lie.
gave nothing.
Meredith at the end, that made me mad.
And when it
The
comes to
man don't
unidentified
want you.
body,
Get over it. Oh,
when it comes to unidentified body, I just feel like if anything, if they was gonna bring her on, she could have just been a friend. She was not needed.
Really could have just been.
You really brought zero. I'm so sick of Bravo and the HR hires. I get that y'all trying to be more inclusive, but y'all need to do y'all need to do more thorough background checks. And y'all need to actually get people that's entertaining, because that girl put me to sleep.
If it wasn't for
Maybe
Lisa,
maybe when her and Dewey get a sister wife, they can bring the sister wife on as her replacement.
Ooh.
well, it's too late now. She done already got the pink slip. But all right, RJ, I just wanted to bring you down a little bit so we can get into Miss Shah. We can get into her.
yeah, but I just got one more thing to.
She's guilty.
And this is just.
No, you ain't get there yet. Wait.
Hold on, but this is just a funny moment because I really wanted to just say this.
What happened?
I don't want to. I don't want to be mean.
Do it. Do it.
I don't want to be.
What?
I
I'm
don't.
scared.
Do it. Do it. It's already out. It's already out. Might as well go ahead and show it.
I'm nervous.
Let's just be all the way real, y'all. Let's just be all the way real. I'm gonna do this.
I'm scared.
Does Whitney not look like this bitch?
Oh, she did.
Ooh.
Yes, pumpkin. Yeah.
Ooh, bye pumpkin, bye pumpkin.
Is she not?
Yes, pumpkin.
Is she not pumpkin?
They
Child,
definitely-
Whitney should feel flattered.
First of all, Whitney, bitch, you told me some. Oh, I'm ready for the reunion. You tweeted months ago. Oh, I'm ready for you the reunion. I'm coming strong, girl. You didn't read not one person at the reunion. You didn't read.
Right?
You didn't read nobody all season.
You know what it was?
I married multiple times. You got chewed up by everybody. Girl, gone.
I told you what the problem was. She was expecting Mary to come so she can read off her script. Whitney was trying to, y'all got to catch it. Whitney was trying to pull what Lisa pulled last year. I ain't do shit all season.
But y'all see every time Whitney speak, do y'all see Heather's face?
Yep.
She repeats everything Heather tells her to repeat. Heather don't want to say shit on camera. She repeats everything that Heather tells her. It's like the men's, and you can see it at the reunion though, because every time Whitney like gets into an argument with somebody, who start talking? Heather, and she always got to tell her, Heather, let me talk, because Heather, that's her mouthpiece. Whitney.
And I was watching the after show one day, and was it the after show? No, it was in the episode. What you call it? When they was going to Meredith. Remember when Meredith after Zion, excuse me, Meredith invited Heather and Whitney to come somewhere, and Whitney said, repeated what she said, and she was like, "Oh, if I would have known that, I would have had a problem with Meredith." Now, Shrek.
How you think I feel, Meredith? Girl, shut up, girl. Ain't nobody scared of you. We scared of the Cabbage Patch Kids before you.
Yeah, and for some reason, Heather got sent to Snowflake. I will never understand that mystery. I will never understand.
She had potential.
I mean, she stroked Andy's dick enough to get it, so she might as well.
Oh, wow.
No.
I wasn't
no.
I didn't want to go there. Hold on. Can we not go there? Can we not?
I told y'all I've been holding back.
But listen, I get Josh, I hear you, but I would have took Jen, I would have took Mary, I would have
No, I'm saying like in season 1, she had the potential to like be like, like how they had that one, like okay, like how kind of like Dr. Jackie is like kind of like the glue. Yeah, she had that potential. While you over there being shady, she had the potential, but she just couldn't.
I got it.
I caught it too, but I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna look over it because my faith has it. I genuinely love you. Show, and his doesn't. I love you more.
Ooh, Josh.
But yeah,
Josh
I just feel like Heather had the potential, but like, it's like I don't know. I don't know if she was like scared.
I feel like honestly,
she could have been that middle person, but she's so stuck in Jen's bush. And I feel like that's where she kind of started flopping to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She was her puppet.
I'm glad you brought up Jen. Let's get into Jen Shah. Let's
do it. Let's do
Shah
it.
Guilty.
So
we didn't ask yet, Josh. Wait, we ain't asked.
Jen is currently facing up to 30 years in federal prison.
Is it 30?
Damn. Yeah, money laundering. Josh. Property schemes, stealing over $50 million from older.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
People. Like these people are blind, they're older, they're kids with disability. It's just very, very sad. And Stewart has now pled guilty. And it's taking
Did he is it his trial coming up? Or did it already happen?
It's at the same time. Both of this at the same time. But he already played guilty.
His got pushed back too, though? Because hers just got pushed back. His got pushed back too?
Both of them got pushed back. Yeah, he hasn't been sentenced yet. So they're going to be sentenced. But my thing is, they said they're going to be sentencing. Okay. This is
they're going to be sentencing at the trial.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I just want to know: do y'all think Jen Shah is guilty, Kiara?
She did play a part in it, but she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know what she was doing.
Not Grace.
She didn't know what she was doing.
Well,
I
they
feel
say she
like
was the
she was
ringleader.
she was stuck in a very sticky situation. She was desperate, obviously, and she did what she knew how.
So she's giving Erica Jane. She didn't know. She didn't know. Ernest, did she know?
Kiara, that was an interesting take. I did not even think of it like that. But the queen pen, you can't be charged as the queen and not know. She guilty. I'm sorry. That was an interesting point though. I like that though. I like that take. I did.
I like that too.
Because because here's the thing. It is a possibility that she didn't know. Because I ain't gonna lie, Jen don't give me smart in the brain. She just don't. So it's possible that she's pulling an Erica
See the
Jane.
footage of her saying, "I'll sit here while you make me money." Did y'all not see that footage?
That I did see that. I did.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure y'all saw that.
She could be clever, but that doesn't mean she's smart.
Yeah.
It's like when Nene told Phaedra, "You're not smart. You're clever, but you're not smart."
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but I'm gonna let Josh say his piece, and I'm gonna play devil's.
You know Josh's answer.
Oh yeah, we guilty. Electric chair.
This is how I feel for real.
Josh, is it giving jail time or just electrocute? What's it giving?
Jail time, but not for no 30 years.
I don't think 30 years. I think more
yeah.
Due to
at least the maximum, at least maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah, and she'll probably do 5.
Yeah. She ain't gonna do that long. She not.
But I do feel like this is how I feel. I do think that she's guilty, but I feel like the only reason why she's getting the whole queen pin charge is because everybody else that was charged, everybody else pled guilty. So it's like everything is falling on her, and she's not willing to make a deal with them. And I don't think I'm not gonna say she wasn't the queen pin, but I don't really. I feel like she knew what she was doing, but I don't just see her being at the top of that. I don't.
Y'all really think she knew? Y'all really think? Come on, as dumb as Rock says she is, y'all honestly think
she's not?
Y'all
dumb.
knew.
I'm gonna say this.
She might be a little delusional, but she's not dumb.
I'm gonna say this. I was at the pre-trial.
You were?
I was online. I was listening. From what I could gather, the DA, they do have substantial evidence because they were very stern on we're not speaking on anything evidence or case detail wise unless Jen Shah is present and we have all the members in place present. So they were very adamant. They were very giving. It's classified, and we can't speak on a lot of things because I do think they have substantial evidence against her.
And another thing, I don't know all that much about court systems and all that, but I do know for a fact that when the feds do come, when it's the federal government involved, 99.9999 times out of 10. They have evidence against you. So they know that whatever they're claiming that you did, you've done it for a fact.
Kiara, we were criminal justice majors freshman year of college, correct?
Yes, criminal justice.
We learned when you get indicted by the federal government, that means they have probable cause. Probable cause means we have evidence for a certain case that we can arrest you for. That's probable cause. The FBI just not going to arrest you like the regular just because. No, because that would just be wasting taxpayer dollars, as they would say.
And then when they come,
when they come to you, the federal government, the FBI, Homeland Security,
they're coming to get you. They're not coming to ask you questions. They're coming to get you.
You're being charged for this, and that. But this is
people got to think of it. People got to rewind that scene. Like it wasn't like two cop cars just came and pulled over the spring. No.
Like we came to pick her up.
Came and literally told all producers and cast that was asking, we're here for Jen Shah.
But I'm not gonna lie. My heart kind of broke a little bit when I seen them walk her nephew and her son out like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little too much. Even though she probably did commit this crime, but it's just like even if they do have evidence that she did that, the lady ain't killed nobody.
I have a question for y'all.
That wasn't necessary.
Go ahead.
Y'all think her husband got her involved in it?
No.
I don't think. I think he's Erica Jane. He's giving Erica Jane.
The reason why I say no is because
don't you think Coach Shah is Erica Jane?
I seriously don't think he knew anything at all. He barely even be on. I don't think he knew nothing.
But my thing is this, y'all. With the whole kid situation, I agree that, it was sad to see them have to walk the kids out. But for Jen to make it a racial thing, like any bad move, they know the kids.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
They know these people know the kids not involved. They know these is young. They already know who in the house. Come on, Jen. Mm-hmm. You know these people. These people had their hands up. They were not even touching these boys. Like it's video footage for her to sit there on a reunion and lie.
Yeah.
She told 2 lies. Honestly,
oh, Lord.
The first lie was, "Oh, me and Stuart do not work together." You clearly stated on the show, baby girl, that he works for you while you sit there and look at him work. You said that out of your mouth. You said work. Second lie.
On several occasions.
Second lie is, they were racially profiling my nephew. Come on, Jen. You're being raided by the federal government, babe. Anybody that's in the house has to be hands up. Put it out the house, babe. It's protocol. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm not for the police at all. I'm a fucking activist, for God's sake. But I will say this: she can't sit up here and act like nothing's happening. And I get the whole speech at the end. She wanted to give a moment. Oh, Jen Shah's, but babe, it's not looking good, boo. It's not. I agree with Whitney, and I don't even like the bitch. I agree with Whitney. It doesn't look good.
Let me tell y'all something. If Jen didn't do anything else, that girl got on that reunion stage and pulled out her script and performed, okay?
Yes, she did. That lie about Coach Shah's rectal bleeding.
When she got on that, when they got to the end and she looked at Andy and said, when Andy was like, well, everybody else is guilty. And she's like, that's because they took the plea deal. I'm going to fight this.
I'm not a deputy. We got 9 minutes left, you guys, so.
She's like, I ain't gonna take that long because Miss Mamas, she did Lisa take notes. This is how you perform. She said, oh, I'm fighting this. This is for the people who could never fight for themselves because they don't have the resources. I was like, oh, she performing. Where's the Oscar?
We're not all indicted by the federal government.
Exactly. And like you said before, when they come get you, that's because they have probable cause. And I don't like the fact that she keeps trying to fight it because it's like, baby girl, I don't want you to fight this, and they give you them 30 years for real.
That's what I'm saying.
So sometimes they'll make an example out of you.
Because I will be tuned in, guys. I will be tuned in. I will be taking notes.
I was about to say hell.
But I do pray for her family because at the end of the day, whether she was getting the money legally or illegally, she was helping her family out.
Yeah.
So.
And side note, the fact that Jen still is adamantly saying, "Oh, that whole y'all know how she said her friend or whoever it was called her, and that's why she left the Sprinter van." She's still sticking to that story. Jen is not budging.
I think that was bullshit, and I just don't.
She knows it's bullshit, but Jen is oof.
So y'all, we can just okay. So final thoughts on the season. Do you think there needs to be changes next season? Mary is right on this new season coming up, season 3. Unidentified body. She had to make an exit because she was fired. Anyways, Andy. Do it sooner next time. Thank you. Because you're next on the chopping block, Andy. We don't want to leak your tea. But anyways.
Don't do that.
Because we know about that 90-day challenge. We're not talking about Planet Fitness.
I'll make my thoughts real quick because as much as I want her back, I don't see Mary back, at least not for this season. If she does come back, it ain't gonna be no time soon. The right people are off the show. As much as Miss Barho irks my nerves, she can stay for now.
Ooh.
Well, it depends on who they bring, because you got to think like they got 5 people. They're not gonna do 6 snowflakes. I don't see that. They're gonna try to find 2 more people. They'll probably throw a friend in there, and they still, because they still want to build this Lisa and Meredith story. So I don't think Lisa's going anywhere. Sadly, I wouldn't mind Heather being a friend because she's just playing instigator flip flopper, but I don't see that happening because Heather's their golden girl child, and Whitney's not getting demoted. So I think this cast will be the same with just the 2 new additions.
Yeah,
I would hope 2 new additions. I don't want to just do one because I feel like if they do one, they're gonna have somebody like bringing another, like how Lisa brought in Jenny. They're gonna have like a friend come in. I want somebody like they can have ties to them, but be a little different. Like don't necessarily know them. You get what I mean? Like bring your own perspective into things. Don't just come in and be like, oh, I'm Lisa's friend, so I kind of want to ride for her. No, ride for yourself and let the shit fall where they may.
Kier,
again, justice for Mary.
Kier, final thoughts on the season.
Well, some changes. I think they should get rid of Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbass. They don't deserve to be on that show. I'm sorry. And that's just the end of it.
I just want to know who's Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbass.
You know who Dumber and Dumber is. It's only 5 of them. It's only 5. We know it's not Jen. We know it's not Mary.
You know which one is which.
Yeah, I want to know which one is which. Which one is which?
Let's see. Is Shrek, or is it that one at the bar? She looks like the one at the bar. Then it's the coke addict, right? Predator. Did she do coke? Then it was what's the other one? Damn, what was the other one? Well, unless if it's Dumb and Dumber. Oh, shit. Either way, they need to go.
So the cousins is Dumb and Dumber. They can just decide which ones they want to be. And then Miss Barho is the dumbest. Got you.
Okay, Josh, final thoughts on the season.
My final thoughts. I actually enjoyed this season, but I'm not gonna lie. Even though I love Mary, I am kind of glad that she's not on anymore because I just felt like she was never really. I feel like she never really got comfortable with like being on camera. So I would rather for her to not be on. I do love her though, but I would rather for her not to be on because I don't want her to feel like she's kind of like forcing it. Yeah, and I don't want them to keep ganging up on her either. I already felt like she wasn't comfortable on camera, and then they want to gang up on her. I didn't like that, so I would rather her much be gone. Unidentified body didn't bring anything. I love Meredith to death, but I'm not gonna lie.
Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it.
I kind of don't have really interest in watching season 3. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I agree.
I don't really have that much interest. I mean, if I see the trailer and the trailer looks somewhat promising, like I said, I like Meredith, and even though I don't really care all that much for Jen is entertaining.
Yeah.
And I do like bad weather, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm not sure if they can really carry on.
Like I said, it really depends on the dynamic that those new girls bring. For me.
Yeah, I've seen like pictures of the new girls like out with them and stuff, but honestly, I would have to see the trailer and then maybe watch the first episode. And if I feel like we're onto something here, and I feel like they can carry on, then maybe I'll continue to watch. But as of right now, I don't really think that I want to watch.
Yeah,
I will say congrats to Snowflakes for a successful sophomore year.
Yeah.
And Bravo, too long. Let's just all them damn episodes.
Yeah, it could have been a little shorter, but it was good though.
What would y'all rate the season?
I give it a 9.
They can get an 8. They can get 8 for me.
AirPods keep dying. Yeah, I'd give them an 8.
They did good. Listen, this was the most I think anybody has ever talked about them. Their freshman year was good, but I mean, sophomore year they said, listen, they said step it up.
I just wish the ratings were reflected.
True.
But
That is true.
well, you guys,
And they're people stream things nowadays, so
that was Salt Lake City, y'all. Next time we meet, we'll be talking everything Housewives, hot topics from. We'll be talking about everything. I'm talking about everything that you get in the news. I'm talking about Real Housewives of Jersey. We will be talking about a little bit of OC because it's kind of boring.
You know what? Summer's going to be interesting because we got Beverly Hills and Atlanta.
Yeah, so we will be talking about everything, y'all. So next time we link up, it's going to be a movie, and we're going to be going live. So next time, we're going to be going live, and y'all going to be able to comment, like, talk, anything. Send us gifts if you're feeling generous. All of that. We're going to be able to do all of that. So it's going to be like a little community, and we appreciate y'all for rocking with us and waiting so long. But yeah, so we back, and this is Shady Bunch, bitch. Don't ever get it twisted. Do I look like Shrek to you? Do I look like Bobblehead? No.
You look a little guilty.
RJ, can you give the people the legendary Candace impression that you be doing with the face before we go?
That's trick.
I was watching that video back. I was like, "Ooh, RJ kills me with this."
Oh Lord. I ain't got my pocket square. I can't.
let's do the stomach.
She's about to throw up.
Right.
Okay, we gotta go. I love you guys. Shady Bunch.
Right.
Out. Peace.